In this video, we're going to take a look at our new DBLive plugin for Planswift. DBLive creates a live connection between your takeoff items in Planswift and any Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, Excel workbook, Microsoft Access database file, and virtually any other database file. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to pretend that we have just done a takeoff, we've completed our takeoff, and before we print our reports out of Planswift, we're going to update our takeoff with some properties from our database. So this is just a little spreadsheet that I've created for demo purposes. You can see that we have two sheets here, and I've called sheet 1 table 1 and sheet 2 table 2. The first row of the spreadsheet is going to be our column header names, and then we just have a few items here. You can see I've done a takeoff with an assembly, just a linear assembly with a bunch of parts beneath it, and obviously we have quantities generated, but you can see that we don't have anything in the description properties, the cost each property, or the item number property. So we're going to update our takeoff with these properties here in our database for the items that match up with our items here in Planswift. So table 1, again, we have a few items. Here at table 2, we've got 3 more items just to show how we connect to multiple tables. So this spreadsheet is sitting in my Dropbox folder. So the spreadsheets or databases that you connect to with DBLive can be virtually anywhere as long as you can navigate to it on your computer. It can be on your server. It can be somewhere out on the cloud, or of course locally stored on your computer. So we're going to go ahead and close that. Again, we're going to update these properties real quick in our takeoff here with DBLive. So when you install DBLive in the Estimating tab, you're going to have a new button up here in the tool tray called DBLive. So we're going to click that to launch the plugin. So the first thing we're going to do is click the Databases button. And what this does is sets up a database connection between Planswift and your database. So we're going to create a new one. So we're going to click the Add button. We're going to select the appropriate driver for the particular database that we're going to set up here. So we can set up multiple database connections in DBLive to use if you're going to update jobs from multiple different databases. You can go ahead and set all those up and have all that preset. So here we're going to connect to our Excel spreadsheet. So we're going to select this Excel driver. I'm going to click Finish. And then we're going to name our connection. So I'm just going to call this Test Excel. And then we're going to select, just navigate to the spreadsheet. So currently the spreadsheet we're going to connect to is in my Dropbox folder. So I'm going to go to Users, go to my user account, Dropbox, and I put that in a folder called Test Databases. And so here you see the Test Excel spreadsheet that we were looking at. So I'm going to select that. Click OK. So we've just added that database connection to DBLive. So we're going to click OK now. If you're connecting to an Excel spreadsheet or workbook, you need to make sure that the Excel workbook checkbox is checked. And then we're going to select the database to connect to. So this Test Excel is the one that we just created. And then when I hit the connect button, you'll notice that down here in the database tables area, it's showing us the 2 tabs in our Excel spreadsheet. So we have 2 other columns here. We have the search column, and basically the way DBLive works is it's going to search a column of data in your database and look for an item, for a name match in your name property in your Planswift takeoff items. So the name of the column in the database that we want to search against to match up with our takeoff items in Planswift is the name column. And then once we select the search column, we have all of the remaining columns in the database that we can choose to pull in data for. So we're going to, in this case, we want the cost each, we want the item number, and we want the description for table 1. So once we've made these selections, we've sort of created an update map for table 1. So we're going to click the new button, and then you can see above here that it's created this update map for table 1. Now we're going to click on table 2. Again, same selections. We want to search from the name column in the spreadsheet to match up against our item names. So we select the name column. We also want to pull in the data from the cost each, the item number, and the description column from table 2. So we click new and we add that update map as well. So once we've selected all of the tables and we've set up all of our maps to do the update, if we're going to be doing the same update multiple times over and over again from the same database, which is probably pretty common, where the only thing that may change in a database is maybe the item costs, and you're going to have the same update mapping every time you do an update in Planswift, you can actually save this map so that the next time you launch DBLive, rather than going through and making all the selections, you just hit the load map button, select the map file, and it will automatically populate all this. So now that we have our update maps selected, we are ready to do our update. So I'm going to click the update button. It's going to tell us to make sure we have the job that we want to update in Planswift open. And when we click OK, we get the update complete, and you can see that it has updated our takeoff items with all 3 columns of data from our database. So we've pulled in the description into our description properties here, and all of our items. It's pulled in the cost each, and it's also pulled in our item number. Another nice thing about DBLive is that if your takeoff items don't already have the properties in those items that you are updating, so for example, if this first part did not already have an item number property in it, DBLive will add that property to the part for you. So another nice thing about the way this works is that, let's say you do a takeoff for a project that gets put on hold, and you get the phone call 6 months later that the project's back on, but you need to go in and update your pricing and get current pricing. All you have to do is open the job back up, load up your update map, click the update button, and it's going to refresh the job and pull in today's pricing from your database file. The plugin DBLive comes with a step-by-step user guide, so it will walks you through the process again of connecting to your database, selecting your database, making the live connection, making your selections from your database, your columns, creating your mapping, and performing your update. Download the 14-day free trial of DBLive and give it a try today.